Hey y'all, what's good? What's happening? It's your girl from Republic and welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, Zane. And without further ado, let's get into this video.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once.
I've officially bought my Rode mics, but apparently the cables that I bought is not doing what it's supposed to do. When I do configure this Notion, I will let you guys know immediately. This is what I got. It's the Rode mic wireless Go 2, and I haven't figured out how to maneuver this thing as of yet, but when I do, the audio quality is going to be way more crisp than this cheapie over here. Yeah, other than that, let's get into this video. These are my ways to setting yourself up for success. I'm giving you guys my formula. At the end of the day, it is what you do with the information that will help you get to where you need to be and how you use the information to help you get to where you need to be. Right, so I will always stress and shout and scream about the importance of prayer. If your life is not centered around God, if your life is not centered around prayer and having a strong connection around God, things might seem like they're going a little too well in your life. You should be scared, you should be worried. When I tell you that I realized I was not praying as much as I needed to pray and things were just going a little bit smoothly, I got worried because I said, this is a punishment coming from God. If I wanted to be where I needed to be, God would have put me in that space. And the fact that I was not reaching out to God for guidance, to help me see, to help me be where I need to be, to clarify things for me, only God knows how far deep I would have gone in certain things, in certain doings in my life. I've always prayed about wanting to have the strongest connection with God, surrounding myself with God-fearing people and surrounding myself with people who pray, people who understand the importance of prayer, and people who understand the strength that prayer gives you, the ease and the relief that prayer gives you, the understanding of life that prayer gives you. A lot of people overlook the importance of prayer and they overlook the protection that prayer gives you in our daily lives. We are living in a time where things are attacking us spiritually. Protect your spiritual well-being. You have to protect your aura. You have to protect yourself. And you cannot protect yourself without prayer. You cannot protect yourself without prayer. We are living in a times where the witches are working overtime. The devil is working overtime and he doesn't get tired. And when you understand that people cannot touch you because you are living within prayer, you are prayed over, you are protected by God himself, nothing can touch you, nothing can distort your spirit, nothing can test you in a way that God doesn't want you to be tested with. It's so scary to me that a lot of people don't pray. So scary. And when you realize that, you're like, damn. Prioritizing prayer is very important. Keeping consistent with prayer, praying as much as you can in little moments that you can, so that you are keeping that connection with God all the time. My second point in setting yourself up for success would be maintaining financial discipline. Financial discipline is something that I'm also still working on because I come from a place where money management, my mom, I don't want to say my parents, but like my mom has always tried to instill in us was to maintain your finances, manage your money, make sure that you are financially secure and that you have funds available. And I've always wanted to be somebody that was able to always have money available, always have money in instances where even if it was an emergency, I would not struggle. So understanding how to maintain your finances has always been a big aspect of my life, and understanding finances in general as a whole has always been something that I've wanted to pursue. So I am not no advisor in any way, sorts, or form, but understanding my finances and speaking about how I am able to manage my finances is what works for me. If you need any sort of professional financial advisor, please go and look that out. I will not give you any advice of how to use your money or maintain your money. I will just give you tips on what would work best, or tips that you could now then go see, okay, if this would work for me, if doesn't work for me. But do not come and say, oh, Saint Republic said this, this, and that, and now you're gonna say no. I'm saying here now and clear, I'm not any sort of financial advisor. Take this with a teaspoon of salt, or whatever the phrase is. It is important to understand money, how money would work for you, understanding how to maintain, because I feel like a lot of people's goal is financial freedom, but they are spending money on Uber Eats every day. 150 Rand a day is a lot of money on Uber Eats. 50 Rand on KFC every day is a lot of money on Uber Eats if you put that money towards the end of the month and see what you could have done with that money to actually, you know, put yourself in a financial status where you could have had more money. Spending less on unnecessary things is something that I'm letting go of. And yo, guys, when you understand that at a certain age, you will come and realize that, hey, I need to be serious with Ichelete. I need to be serious now with this, because we are doing adult things. We are now the adults, because adult things are coming. Bills need to be paid. Your debit orders need to be paid. If you're somebody who is paying off debts, that needs to be paid. You need to uphold a good credit score. So you need to uphold with your credit. If you have a child and school fees, things like that, I kid you not, when you learn to manage your money, you will learn to understand freedom, because no matter how little money you get, when you are able to manage a small amount of money, when you start getting big money, it will be nothing to you when you have big money in terms of managing your finances. You need to go and find the research. And if you're not somebody who's very financially savvy, go find somebody who's going to help you, give you that advice in terms of managing your finances. Find somebody who's going to give you the correct information in terms of investing, whether it's long-term investments, short-term investments. Find what it is that would work out for you. Stop getting scammed. Go do the research. We all have internet. I think 90% of us in this country has internet. So Google, YouTube, you will find the information that you are looking for. There's a point in my life where I was earning a certain amount of money and I was spending it on bullshit. I don't even have the stuff that I spent my money on at the time. And I was like, you know what? I had a lot of money then, and I was like, yo, am I gonna see this money again? Am I gonna come in contact with this money again? Ah! And then I was unemployed for a while, and being unemployed for a while made me realize, damn, I'm somebody who likes to work. I'm somebody who likes money. I'm a little bit high maintenance. I need to make more than what I used to make. And I'm just grateful that now I'm able to finance my lifestyle, get to the potential that I can, go all out, but I'm able to maintain the income that I'm earning and also invest towards my future. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I'm somebody that just likes money. I don't worship money. So just having 3 sources of income at the moment is what I am sitting on, and I'm grateful to have 3 sources of income. But moving forward into this year, I at least want to have 5 or 7 sources of income. Being rich is not being overworked or not having materialistic things. Being rich is having the freedom of time to do things whenever I want to do them, however I want to do them, and not having to worry about money afterwards. My third point in setting yourself up for success would be seeking guidance. I am still in the process of looking for a mentor. I think a lot of the times, a lot of people look at mentors as something that is, oh, you have to be accountable. You have to now start doing this. You have to now start changing this. That is the whole point of getting a mentor. A mentor is somebody that would help you to get you to where you need to be, introducing you to people who would help you get to where you need to be. These are people that will constantly push you and drive you and guide you in ways that you alone could not do by yourself. Somebody that sees potential in you and is willing to help you climb the ladder of what it is that you want to be climbing, they will help you get there. That is what a mentor is for. Also, seeking knowledge. It's important to have knowledge on certain things, because when you don't know nothing, you are a dummy. You don't want to be somebody that has no path in life, that has no ambition, somebody that has no willing to learn, has no willing to grow. You have to want it so bad. Look and you will find. And the same way you can find your boyfriend cheating on you with some girl on Instagram through his followers or through his likes, is the same way that you can find a way to make your life better and put yourself in a situation that will make your life better. And it's the same way that you can put in the effort to study for that exam, to study for that text that'll make you pass at the end of the year. Ooh, my fourth point in terms of setting yourself up for success would be locking in and focusing. It's time to lock in, besties. We are not sleeping. If you're sleeping, you're gonna be left behind. Then you're gonna be wondering why it is that you where you are, is because you haven't locked in. You haven't started to focus. You haven't started to do the work that needed to be done. You only have yourself to blame because you decided. And when the time comes that it is that you need to do something, you are not prepared. You are not prepared, and you don't get the thing because you have not been prepared for it. So lock in, stand on business, set your priorities straight. Make sure that you are getting your tasks done, that whatever it needs to be done for that specific day gets done. It helps in terms of setting yourself up for success, guys. So don't lose focus. Find a method of discipline. When you find your method of discipline, because everybody's method of discipline is very different, but when you find out what form or method of discipline works for you, you will start blowing up in terms of just doing things at a rate that nobody can get in the way of whatsoever. It's kicked in, it's locked in, right? The routine is there, the focus is there, the motivation is there. And I'm not saying that you're not going to be distracted here and there. The point in that also would be to respect yourself, guys. Nobody's going to respect you if you don't respect yourself. Nobody is going to respect you if you do not respect yourself. Like, you gotta be so on focus or so locked in, where if you do not stop doing things that make other people happy, or if you do not stop doing things for other people all the time, when it's time to do your things, people are not going to take you serious. They're going to be like, ugh, but I need to get this done. So if you can't get this done when I need this done, you're not going to get what you need to get done. You need to be straightforward to a point where it's like, no, I'm doing this at the moment. When I'm done with what I'm doing, I will attend to you. I'm telling you, respect yourself. Set the standard. Because when somebody else sets the standard for you, I'm sorry. This is in your dating life. This is in your work life, home, in your friendships, and people will start to respect you. Right. And the last point of setting yourself up for success is reading. Guys, expand your knowledge. Don't be lazy. Learn to read and articulate your words better. I'm still learning how to articulate my words better. The way I'm speaking now, I love it. Okay. So learn to articulate yourself better. Learn how to speak well. Learn how to address people properly. When you speak well, it is one of the greatest tools that you have, is because you're able to speak well. Voice is something that people hear after seeing you first. So after your looks, people want to hear what you sound like. Okay? When you sound like a hood rat, nobody wants to speak to you, because you might look pretty, but you can't speak properly. Get off your phone. Take some time off the internet. You've been dead scrolling for the past 5 hours on TikTok. When was the last time you saw the sky? When was the last time you saw the clouds? When was the last time you actually touched grass? Go outside for a walk, go to the park, go lay for 2 hours and listen to nothing. It's time to actually find a hobby, okay? And do something. Build a puzzle, read a book. Have to make is breathe. I know that everything can be so tough lately. A lot is going on everywhere at the same time. And I think the most important thing, or that the most thing that we overlook all the time is that we just need to take a step back, relax, and breathe. Everything's gonna be okay. We do a lot of things so unconsciously, to the point where when you start to do things consciously, you become more mindful of how you do things, when you do things, understanding that you just need to can do a lot for you. Take some time off, pause, take a break. Everything's gonna be okay. Right, and we've come to the end of the video. Those are my tips for setting yourself up for success. Like this video, please do let me know by liking and commenting down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.